those two little children we see in the photograph aren't really um, the same as the children that we see from behind. They're not the little one, Lilibet, on the left. I mean, she's not that big, but in the photograph where you see Harry holding out his arms to catch her, she's taller than Archie and long curly hair. She looks a very little girl there. I don't know why people would, they might want to choose something which shows them when they were much younger. But everything they do is a mystery because they don't want to come clean.
Breaking right now, Meghan Markle has been accused of using her horror Instagram video where she tried to turn receiving a charity lunchbox from Billie Eilish into some sort of Mother Teresa act into a cold, hard way to promote merch. This is on the back of the fact that People magazine has now reported that the sweatshirt that she wore in the video, you know, the one that was embroidered with the names of her children that we never see, that this sweatshirt prompted an early end to maternity leave for the business owner, which they describe as game-changing. So the idea is that this crew neck sweatshirt has now been sold out. It was from Club Chain Stitch, a women-owned small business that uses a 1920s chain stitch machine to create custom products. But of course, Angela Levin, this just buys into this suggestion that actually this was a very cynical move from Meghan Markle, not only to exploit a young 15-year-old, not only to exploit Billie Eilish, but also potentially to make a whole load of money.
Oh, she likes doing that, doesn't she? I mean, in every opportunity, it's all about money. And I can understand it when someone comes from a not very rich background, but she is really, really obsessed about money. That's why she's when she was doing something for the royal family, she wanted to be paid. She wants to be paid for everything. The Invictus Games next week, and she wants to be given £30,000 for 10 dresses. It's a charity. Earlier, before she came along, people didn't ask money for that. They would just go there because it is a charity. And I think she does that a lot. She likes to be paid in every which way she can. So here's another way of doing it, putting your child's name around your neck. I mean, sometimes you say children do get you around your neck, but that's the way she thinks. And money is never enough.
And then Angela, I mean, there's been so much weirdness this week, but have you also seen that via Architectural Digest, a new picture has emerged of the children?
They said they did it on purpose.
Well, indeed, it all seemed time because, of course, Gloria Steinem is a friend and it was opened and she would have had approval over the pictures. And is this just a way to sort of try and distract from all of the great stuff that Catherine is doing? What do you make of it?
Well, it could be that they're thinking now of introducing them to the country because people have made a lot of fuss about that. And there's been a lot of guesses at where are the children? They're not here. She hasn't got them. And perhaps they're very slowly going to do this. Maybe people thought they might bring the children to the Invictus Games next week as a surprise. I don't think that's possible. But another time, if Harry's going to try and come back to London, it seems that he might want to have the children with him, but you can't just bring them suddenly and have lots of people taking pictures of them, which would make them, feel very uncomfortable, little children, that they're preparing them. Well, or it could be just a nonsense to say. And those two little children we see in the photograph aren't really the same as the children that we see from behind. They're not the little one, Lilibet, on the left. I mean, she's not that big, but in the photograph where you see Harry holding out his arms to catch her. Um, she's taller than Archie and long curly hair. She looks a very little girl there. I don't know why people would. They might want to choose something which shows them when they were much younger, but everything what they do is a mystery because they don't want to come clean. They just want to make themselves talked about, and the rest will follow.
I know, but there has been a lot of speculation about this image, Angela, and it's really fascinating you saying that something doesn't add up for you with it, because people have looked really closely. And for example, there's some suggestion that Lilibet's teeth are not natural in that photo, for example. Now, why would you Photoshop a picture of your young daughter in that way? It's very bizarre.
Well, they are bizarre. I mean, Meghan is bizarre. I don't think we can suspect anything else. But the little Archie doesn't look like he looks from behind either. But maybe they're just doing it for fun. And yes, there we are. There's a good picture that you see. She's
Which
not
was the
that
one on the
little tiny
front of the
girl on
card,
the
of
left.
course.
Yes, yes. But you can make a judgment of how large a child is if you see their face. And this little girl is actually, she's got quite a big face and she's quite a big girl. Whereas the one on the front of the card is not like that. But maybe she just wanted to take a picture that she really liked and thought was very funny, have a hand on her face, and they were just laughing. That's what they chose to do. And I think it quite obviously that the people who put it on the table wouldn't have done that without Meghan giving them the okay, because she would
Oh,
have.
no way. No way. And it was open so strategically. So
Yes.
I guess what we don't know for sure is when the photo shoot was, and was this time for release to give promotion to Meghan's Netflix series, which of course was meant to be on air right now, or is it a more knee-jerk reaction? Because what we do often see, Angela, is when Catherine is receiving a lot of praise, and there's been a lot of praise for Catherine over the past week because there's been so many lovely videos of her, so many natural interactions with young children. Is it some sort of reaction to that? I mean, gosh, look at these lovely moments, Angela, which have just been so natural, but Meghan will
Yeah.
be hating that.
Yes. I mean, I think Meghan is very jealous of that. But you can't, little children are very good at judging people. And the ones with Princess Catherine, they knew that she was very special. She actually introduced herself, saying, "My name is Catherine." She didn't tell them who she was, but these children felt something about her that was special. I think children know who are really caring about children and the ones who don't like them. And she just adores children. And as one little girl, and she just held on to her hand. When they moved into different places, there she is. She held on all the time. She wouldn't let anyone else. She wanted to hold on, and she didn't know she was a princess. She just really, really liked her. And that's very nice. So Meghan would be tearing her hair out, saying, why don't they do that to me? Because often when she goes to say hello to a little child, they push her away. Have you noticed that? A lot of them do push her away, or they turn their heads around. I don't know what they think, but they don't want to be held or cuddled.
Maybe they're just good judges of character, Angela. Maybe that's what it is. Now, Angela, we are also learning more details about With Love, Meghan. So the Daily Mail's Alison Boshoff has spoken to someone who has actually seen the show and writes today in an exclusive for the Mail. Meghan plays perfect hostess for Netflix, but with no cooking, no recipe ideas, and barely a glimpse of Harry. So this is what she's revealed, Angela. She reports the show continues with what is seen as her brand separation from her husband, with sources saying that Harry is barely glimpsed and barely mentioned. So how it will be received by viewers is set to depend on Meghan's charisma alone. There is also no mention or sighting of the couple's children, Archie and Lilibet, although this is less of a surprise as they closely guard their offspring's privacy. And this is what the source who has seen the show tells the Daily Mail. There is no point at which Meghan says, take 200 grams of flour or anything like that. It's a very magical and beautiful guide to hosting and entertaining rather than a how-to cookery show. It's about inspiration, more like, why not try and make this kind of pasta or this kind of dessert? Harry isn't in it. It's all her and all about her, but they add, it's very watchable. What did you make of this new knowledge of the show?
Well, it's very interesting because I think she didn't want to get cooking or anything like that because that's quite stable. She wants to be looked at as marvelous because she can make a cake look absolutely wonderful with little green bits here and little green bits there, and even water cubes. If you put a little leaf in there, it will look absolutely beautiful. Well, that's fine if you've got nothing better to do, but if in this world where most women are extremely busy, have jobs, have children, and if they don't have children, they have lots of appointments to do. I don't know that many women in today's world will actually want to know how to make a very special ice cube. And I think it's all about aren't I wonderful and being very delicate. But she did have her hair not tied back, and sometimes it goes almost into the ice cream, and it's not actually exactly what you want. But I think it's all about Meghan. And Netflix, who is saying it was absolutely wonderful and they're going to love it, and everyone is. I think a lot of people might watch it, but I think they're going to laugh at it and say, who's got time for that nonsense?
Yes. Yes, indeed. And Angela, apparently we're meant to feel so sorry for Harry and Meghan after their very strenuous couple of weeks doing disaster tourism in Los Angeles. So much so that following next week's Invictus Games, they are already planning to escape. This from the Daily Mirror, Angela. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle are set to escape California as they focus on healing. They are set to take a trip to the Bahamas after facing intense pressure, according to a source. Oh, poor babies. So the Mirror writes, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have had a challenging few weeks, with Meghan being forced to delay her upcoming Netflix show and the pair being surrounded by divorce speculation. The split rumours started following reports Meghan had been in talks to write a post-divorce book, but this is what the source shared with the Mirror. Meghan and Harry have been under intense pressure. And they say that Tyler Perry has stepped in and offered them a place to stay for a relaxing getaway in his private residence in the Bahamas. Apparently, he owns an island, a private island called White Bay Cay, which he bought in 2009. And this other source told Heat magazine, Tyler has offered up his Bahamas home to the couple. He told Meghan to take time to reconnect and repair, insisting that she and Harry needed time away from everyone, even the kids.
Yeah.
I mean,
Grandma
if this is...
will look after the kids. Grandma will look after the kids, and they'll get away and they'll be very peaceful. But
surely they're not that stupid to go away at the moment, given all of the criticism over...
Well, I think that if you don't
tourism.
get on very well with somebody, and you know them very well, the last thing you want is to go on holiday with them. Because if it's just you and them, you're going to be screaming and shouting, and they'll be getting on your nerves all the time. I mean, there's not going to be photographers there unless Meghan gets them. There's not going to be much to do, swimming, lying, on the beach, something like that. But perhaps they hope that they could make it all up and it will be all lovely and wonderful. But I don't think so. I think that's just an opportunity to go away. She wouldn't want to do it by herself. And Tyler Perry has been very kind to do that. So they're going to do that. I think it will be an absolute disaster. And I'm very sorry about that. But if you're with somebody all that time on your own, it's going to be very, very difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like it's more shocking that they have no clue, Angela, about the public mood. And the public mood at the moment is that you tried to turn the Californian wildfires into your issue. And the reality is you can't just escape, because if the people who are really dealing with stuff want to escape, they can't just do that. So why should you? But look, they are typically tone deaf. Angela, had to ask you about this story regarding Catherine, the Princess of Wales, this week. Is it
Mm.
true that she has said that she doesn't want people to focus on what she is wearing, but rather what she is doing?
Yes, I think she got fed up with people writing paragraph after paragraph about her top, her skirt, her dress, everything about her, including her earrings, which she didn't mind quite so much. But it annoyed her. And I think that coming out of this terrible time of cancer, that she actually feels that it's very, very important that she gets through as much as she can, not because she might be ill again, but because what's important in the world. And all the work that she's done about children is very, very important to her. So she doesn't want someone to say, oh, this frilly blouse, it's so beautiful, it cost, £25 from this shop. It annoys her. But, and I think, I can't be sure because I haven't asked her, but what she wore on the day that she took these little children around uh, uh, to see lots of pictures on the walls. She wore the most awful outfit I've ever seen. It was a sort of grey trousers, black top, and a very dark brown blazer. Now, I don't think anybody would particularly want to mention that. It was a very big, smart change of what she wanted to do. But some journalists said that the trousers cost £250, and I'm sure she'd be furious. But if you say that to journalists, they're not going to listen, are they? And she made a great effort to buy things from small places so that they can grow into big places if people liked it. And she particularly did that with earrings. And she often has done lots of things with earrings where people have been struggling to earn a living. And then if she has them, they're good enough for her, then I'll have them, and my friend will, and my cousin will, and they've made loads of money. So I think she might stay with the earrings, but she just doesn't want people to comment on her clothes. And I think that's a big mistake because she is wonderful, she is lovely. And I think it really doesn't matter very much if somebody spends a paragraph or two on what you're wearing because she always looks so nice.
And people want to know, don't they? I guess what's very interesting to me about this, Angela, is it is really putting Catherine in a different place to Meghan Markle. Look at what we started the show with already. Meghan Markle is trying to use that Instagram video to help this fashion business. Catherine doesn't want to do that. And it
It's
was
above
actually,
that, isn't it?
yeah,
Yes.
exactly. And it was actually Roya Nicker in the Sunday Times who quoted the source close to Catherine as saying there is an absolute feeling that the public work is not about what the princess is wearing. She wants the focus to be on the really important issues, the people and the causes she is spotlighting. There will always be an appreciation of what the princess is wearing from some of the public, and she gets that. But do we need to be officially always saying what she is wearing? No. The style is there, but it's about the substance. So effectively, it feels like this is quite a practical decision, Angela, because the palace will not inform journalists in the royal rota, oh, Catherine's wearing this, Catherine's wearing that, apart from, they say, for significant royal and state events.
Yeah, so the real wonderful dresses that she wears, she will allow that. But I think that if the palace don't say that, which they're obviously entitled to do, then journalists they're nosy and they want to find out. And if they can find out where the jumper came from or the skirt, they will do it because that's what people are like. And I think, I think it's a shame. But if it settles down, perhaps she won't mind if there's some quite smart things, but they won't do the things that she does when she plays sport. And it won't make it too difficult for her. I hope that comes down. We've never seen her in such a determined way to speak through someone else to tell us, stop doing that. I don't want it. I want this to be serious, and I want people to realize that I'm saving lives and children, making them much happier and understanding what the world is all about. And with these little girls who went to see the paintings, they could then paint themselves. And she wanted them to do that so they could understand emotions. So she's really into that. And she thinks, obviously, that talking about, a pair of shoes or a skirt actually demeans it. I don't think it does myself, but she's entitled to feel this if she does want to.
But first, we've been told our whole lives that wrinkle creams were the easiest way to look younger. Now one doctor says that's nothing but old news. So this is according to Dr. John Lake, really good guy, world-renowned Beverly Hills beauty expert, who says most wrinkle fixes on the market are nothing but glorified moisturizers. They hardly make a dent on your appearance, and some can even be harmful to your skin, he said. Recently, Dr. Lake has focused his attention away from mainstream cosmetic practices. Why, I hear you ask? Well, so he can pursue a revolutionary anti-aging breakthrough, one that some experts say could empty the wallets of the cosmetic industry. He describes it like this: it's almost like Photoshop for your face. You may even be mad after seeing how easy it is to visibly erase your wrinkles from view. His personal clients have dubbed his new do-it-yourself technique the Age Rewinder method because it can take years or even decades off your appearance in under 2 minutes. In light of this amazing breakthrough, Dr. Lake has released a step-by-step video to the public, free and uninterrupted, where he outlines exactly how to use this simple solution from home. And he says, if this helps even one person look younger or feel more confident, I'll be thrilled knowing I helped. The video has since gone viral. At first, it was shared by users on Facebook, but it's racked up over 2.3 million views now, and the comments and feedback are astounding. Thousands of women report they look decades younger. One commented, best results of anything I've used. I can't believe how well this works. I'll never stop using this. I don't understand how it works, but the results are great. Thank you. So you can find out more about this yourself right now. Go to bhmd1.com/outspoken or click on the link in the description box below. That's bhmd1.com/outspoken. But there is one thing Dr. Lake asks from viewers of this video. He says, if it helps you look and feel younger than you have in years, then please just share it with your friends and your loved ones, because together we have the power to help as many women reclaim a youthful look as possible. Go watch the video at bhmd1.com/outspoken right now, or just click on the link in the description box below. But now, back to the show. Yeah, I understand the argument. But as you say, it's not going to stop journalists, because there's a big business behind this. If Catherine wears something and it's all over the websites, then a lot of the websites now do that thing, Angela, where it's like you can buy the outfit here, it costs that much money. I guess for me, where I have a huge respect for Catherine in this sense, though, is she is making it quite clear that's not her game. And so often, Angela, we are critical of Meghan Markle because she wants to be a celebrity. It's all about celebrity. It's all about money. It's all about commercial tie-ins. It's all about, do I get a kickback if I'm wearing this outfit, or am I potentially going to invest in this business? And Catherine is making it very, very clear, look, I might wear your clothes, but I'm not going to be actively helping that sort of celebrity fashion business. And also, I guess she's in a new era of her life, certainly in terms of age, and also after going through this terrible battle with cancer. And I wouldn't be surprised if we see more and more Catherine wearing outfits again, focusing on the Princess Anne type approach. I think it is interesting, but it certainly sets her apart from what Ms. Markle is doing. But Angela Evan, so brilliant to have you as always. We will speak next week. Thank you so much for watching Dan Wootton Outspoken. Please click on my face just to the bottom left to subscribe to this brand new independent news source, and turn on the notification bell so you'll be alerted to our brand new live shows, uncancelled interviews, and special royal episodes. Outspoken is also now available as a podcast, so you can listen to the show every weekday on the go, wherever you are.